We can cut this up, can't we?
A lot of this won't go in.
Can I keep going?
Dylan, Chris, thanks for joining us on the Player Diary.
Hello.
We've made
Hello.
it now. We've made it to Hamilton. What was the flight like? Tell me it first.
Very nice, thank you.
Please lower that slightly. They want to see your face on the Player Diary. How was the flight, Chris?
The flight was okay. I had to sit. Sorry. I had to sit next to Michael Brown.
Oh, right.
It was a bit sweaty and stinky today, so it wasn't the best.
Dylan, who did you sit next to?
Joe Launchbury.
How was he?
Chat.
He's big. He's big and he put his headphones on. But then I looked and his headphones weren't plugged into anything. Is that me? I don't know. Is it me?
Yeah. It was you.
Dylan, we're back in New Zealand, of course, on the North Island now, near where you were born. What does it mean to be back in here playing a test match?
It's the first time I've played a test match here. It's about an hour and a half from where I grew up, so I kind of know the area. It's good to be here.
What can you imagine the young Dylan Hartley was like when he was running around here playing rugby, barefoot and the like?
Philip Pendlebury. Just like him. I used to have a friend that used to stitch me up all the time and then try and be my friend again. That's what he was like when he was running here when he was 9. Just stitching lads up.
Tell us a bit about Hamilton, Dylan. Tell us a bit about the town.
They call it Mulu country. Is that right? Mulu country? There's a lot of dairy farmers around here. They've got cowbells. They bring the cowbells to the game. Actually, I watched the game here when I was a kid. I came and watched the Chiefs play the Blues, and there's a man that goes up in a cherry picker, and like he watches the game from his cherry picker, and he's got a chainsaw, and he just like.
You've got a tough sweat.
Wait. That light's really hot.
It is.
But there's a man that sits in his cherry picker and watches the game, and he like just revs his chainsaw the whole time.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you give us some good questions, please?
Roommates together here. What's that like?
Roommates. It's the first time I've roomed with him this tour. He's very clean. He's very regimented.
Yeah,
very
not like
clean.
Alex Good. Alex Good's a bit stinky. Yeah, if I was you, don't ever room with Alex Good.
In Captain's Run tomorrow, how important is that to get to know the stadium if you haven't played there before, neither do you?
Yeah, obviously different to last week. Last week we were indoors, no wind, no rain. I think we're forecast for rain this week, and it's opened at both ends of the ground, so expecting a bit of wind. What are you expecting, Chris?
Yeah, pretty same thing. I think it gets windy there, so we'll have to find out tomorrow, but a bit like Allianz Park, really. It's what it's like at Saracens. It gets quite windy, so I'll be used to it.
Ben, Mike, thanks for joining us on the Player Diary at the Waikato Stadium here. What was the Captain's Run like, Ben?
Yeah, it was pretty sharp. Obviously, first time any of us have played here, I think. So probably apart from Sips, obviously did some super rugby. It looks a nice stadium, good surface. So I don't know what the weather's meant to be like tomorrow. I don't think it's meant to be too sharp, so that'll play a big factor in the game. But good wide pitch, and we've got exciting backline, so hopefully we can use it.
Is it important in your specific positions to get a good look at the stadium with the wind and those sorts of things?
Yeah, it's definitely important to know your surroundings, know how far the stand is away from the sideline, especially if you're kicking to a sideline, and know how the weather's going to be. Where the wind's coming. It's quite low at the ends here, so there's a bit of wind coming in. So it's good to know things like that.
So we're doing quite a lot of kicking there, and in conversations, are we talking about the effect the wind has on contestable kicking, those sorts of things?
We would definitely, yes.
Yeah,
talking
definitely.
about that,
No, we usually just having a laugh really and relaxing because you don't want to get too up tense before a big game. So, but as Brownie just said, obviously the pitch is pretty wide, and obviously off the pitch is quite wide as well. So it's been important tomorrow to try and get the ball off the pitch, and you don't want them taking quick throws and up in the tempo. But it's really quite open, to be honest with you. Because of that, it's gonna the wind is gonna play a big part in the game, and kicking has to be spot on. And these balls do move about a bit, so it's gonna be tough.
Giving me tips on high balls. So.
Yeah, it's telling how to catch it.
There's a lot of fresh combinations, Ben, in this game. You and Freddie, for example. How important is that at the end of the season to have a bit of freshness?
Good knowledge there, mate. We played 2 weeks ago together.
Done your research, nice.
In general, there's freshness all around the back line.
There is. Of course there is, but it makes it exciting. There's obviously a lot of guys that are coming in, and it's an exciting game. We're coming here to win, and there's a lot of guys that can do something out of nothing, and we're going to have a good crack tomorrow, take it to them, and hopefully be on the right side of the result this time.
What's the atmosphere in the dressing room like before a game? What are the guys up to generally?
Yeah, it's quite relaxed, quite quiet. Everyone's just focused on their roles. There's only a couple of people like that bang their heads against the wall. It's usually Woody, people like that. But yeah, it's quite relaxed and quiet. And then once we get in that tunnel, we start lifting it for the warm up. And then when we go back in, then it starts getting more vocal.
Do you have superstitions and routines? You always tend to do the same thing?
No, I don't have any superstitions or routines. I think you do your prep during the week, and as long as you do, you leave nothing to chance, then it's just about going out and delivering it. And it doesn't always work, but you hope that it does.
Just finally, hope to give the country a bit of a lift after the football today. Obviously, you're football fans, aren't you? So it'd be good to give the country a lift, wouldn't it? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, they've been in a tough pool, haven't they, the football group? So obviously, pretty disappointing not to see them. They're probably not going to qualify now, but they're in a tough pool, and I'm sure a few guys will come back better from it.
Yeah, it's good that they're playing a few youngsters, so hopefully the next World Cup comes around, they'll still be in there and they'll use the experience in a positive way.